This is a vodcast of the examples that support activity 1 in the notes. There are 3 examples, a long multiplication example, and then 2 different methods for the same long division. So first of all, we'll start with 357 times 43. Well, the method really revolves around the fact that this is the same as 3 times 357 plus 40 times 357. So we do the 3 times 357, so multiply each of the digits in 357. 3 times 7, 21. Put the 1 down and carry the 2. 3 times 5 is 15, plus the carried 2 is 17. So put the 7 down and carry the 1. 3 times 3 is 9, plus the carried 1 gives us 10 or 1, 0. So for the second row, we put a 0 down because we're not multiplying by 4 but 40, so we're going to have a 0 at the end anyway, and then we can treat the rest of the multiplication as simply multiplying by 4. So 4 times 7 is 28, put the 8 down, carry the 2. 4 times 5 is 20, plus the carried 2 is 22, so put the units 2 down from the 22 and carry the other 2. 4 times 3 is 12, plus the carried 2 gives us 14. And lastly, we add those 2 rows, thinking back to the fact that it is 3 times 357 plus 40 times 357. So this row here is 3 times 357, this one here is 40 times 357. Add them together, 0 plus 1 is 1, 8 plus 7 is 15, put the 5 down and carry the 1. Carried 1 plus 2 gives us 3, 1 plus 4 is 5, and then we just have this 1 on its own. So final answer, 15,351. Then we have the same long division done 2 different methods. So we've got 5717 divided by 13. In the longer method that we'll start with, we have to first of all ask, well, 13 doesn't go into 5, so how many times is it going to 57? Well, the answer is 4. And then we say 4 13s are 52. Put 52 down here. And subtract 52 from 57 gives us 5. Bring down the 1. Then 13 goes into 51 3 times. 3 13s are 39, that goes underneath there. Again, subtract 39 from 51. Well, 9 from 1, we borrow 1, which you may be familiar with, which will give us 2, pay back the 1 here. 3 plus 1 gives us 4, 4 from 5 is 1, or simply work out that 15 minus 39 gives us 12. Then bring down the 7. 13 goes into 127 9 times, since 9 times 13 is the same as 9 times 10 plus 9 times 3. So 9 times 10 is 90, plus 9 times 3 is 27. 90 plus 27 is 117. So that leaves us with a remainder of 10, which we could divide by 13 to give us the decimal places that follow, but that's fine as it is. Now the other method, shorter method to do the same long division, again we go to this point, 13 into 57 goes 4 times. 4 13s are 52, so the remainder is 5. Put the remainder 5 in here in front of the 1, 13 goes into 51 3 times, remainder 12 as we know, in front of the 7 there, and then 13 into 127, again we know that's 9, and again the remainder is going to be 10, which again we could divide by 13 to get the decimal part. Alternatively, we could turn 5717 into 5717.0 and then put the remainder 10 in here and carry on in that fashion. So 13 into 100 would go 7 times, and 7 13s are 70 plus 21 is 91, so that would be a remainder of 9, and so on. So 13 into 90 would go 6 times, and so on, to however many decimal places are specified.